Hey guys, Roast here today with an interesting video on the rank system in Marvel Rivals. And really what I want to talk about is the distribution of it. Something I've thought was going to be weird or different the whole time I've been playing. Absolutely freaking is. Anyways, make sure to subscribe for more and let me know what you guys think about this system in the comments below. Let's get straight into it. So, today, I took a glance at the Rivals subreddit and saw a post about the ranked distribution in Rivals. Like I said, I've been kind of curious about how this would end up due to how skewed the system is to make sure you climb, and my experience in other games like League of Legends and Rocket League and how they handle ranked. So to start with my own story at least, when I was playing near launch, getting to gold, to get the cool skin for Moon Knight was like top 92%. And then I was like, all right, I got the skin, I don't care anymore. And then I came back a week later because my buddies were on that weekend. We played together, and then I hit plat, and I was like, oh cool, I got to platinum, and it was like 93 or 94, maybe even 95%. So I was like, oh, that's pretty close, but that makes some sense. The higher ranks are going to be smaller. But then 2 weeks later, when I played with my buddies again, because we had a long weekend, hitting diamond was 90. I went from platinum to diamond, and I dropped 3 or 4% in the ranks, which baffled me because even though my rank went up, even though my icon got cooler, my games were the same skill level. In fact, a bit lower because I didn't spam games out, and the distribution was weird. And to me, that's really strange because normally elos don't shift that much. When you have platinum, it's 5%. When you get to diamond, it's 1%. When you get to grandmaster, it's 0.1%. When you get to challenger, it's 0.00001%. And it's like that, period, the end. But I feel like that can be pretty easily explained with how new this game is, right? But also, typically games work off of a you win one, you lose one, you didn't go anywhere system, right? Except maybe in your cases where you're way below or way above where you should be. So if I play 4 games a league and I go 2-2, I'll end right where I started. Maybe like a little higher if I got 2 wins to break into the next division and then I lose 2 and it doesn't knock me out due to elo forgiveness or something, right? Well, Rivals takes that formula along with the necessary placement matches so that not everybody goes into the bottom rank and throws it out the freaking window. Rivals said, hey, everyone, you're bronze 3, good luck. And there's, some merit to that, right? Since this game is so new, at least it was, it's hard to properly gauge players' skill until a few seasons have come and gone, and they kind of have a significant database to work with, right? But since everyone starts in the exact same spot, in order to avoid a massive elo hell from bronze to gold where you have smurfs and regular dudes just stuck all together because you can't climb out, they have to turbo boost everyone's gains and largely negate losses. Now, Rivals does this by oftentimes giving you 50 to 60 LP when you win a game, at least early on, it gets lower later, and then only taking away 10 to 15 when you lose. That's a 3 to 4 times difference between win-loss gains. And there's also an entirely separate total loss negation shield once every 3 or 4 losses. That's crazy. And I'm not done yet. You have to be negative 40 points in order to D-rank, which means if you start at 0, you have to lose 4 games in a row on average, right, to D-rank. That's crazy, right? And maybe that isn't too bad for bronze and silver, maybe even gold. Get everyone out of those first couple, leave those for the beginner people, and get everyone up at least a plat, or at least people that really care. But that trend continues all the way to the top, inflating everyone's elo and kind of eliminating some of the prestige of those really high ranks. So this means that Grandmaster, an elo that in games like League of Legends or Rocket League, their Supersonic Legend or Champion ranks, those often represent 1%, a little more or a little less of the player base. Currently in Rivals, Grandmaster and higher is about 10%. It's 10%. I'm doing the math wrong. Anyways, to actually talk about the rank distribution, here's a chart from today that I saw, all right? And it's this. And what boggles my mind, what makes no sense to me whatsoever, is that Grandmaster right here has more players in it than Silver and Platinum and Diamond have. Grandmaster has more players than these 3 lower ranks, and barely has less than Gold. I don't get this. This is crazy to me. This is crazy, because for me, this kills my drive to push ranks, because next week it doesn't mean anything. Next week, I got Celestial, you know. Oh, well, cool. That's top 2.5%, or no, top 5% maybe. Well, maybe next week it'll just be another one of these, you know. Because for me, a rank icon is cool. Like being Diamond instead of Silver, that's really cool. And I appreciate the bar being set relatively low for Gold. Like if you want to get the skin at the end of the season, some of the cool cosmetics, you can get that fairly easily as just a random Joe. But the prestigious ranks need to be prestigious, you know. One above all is, right? There's 1,000 players. That's pretty prestigious, but that's the highest it gets. This is almost 1% for Eternity. That's, to me, from a League of Legends mindset, that's ridiculous. That's way too easy. You know, as a random guy who sucked at Overwatch, I shouldn't be in the top 10-20% of a game. That's just not it, Chief, right? I shouldn't be here. Like, for me as a random Joe who's played Overwatch a couple times and kind of sucked ass at it and always got carried by my buddies, I should be Gold. I'm gonna hit you with honest truth here. I should be Gold, maybe. I shouldn't be anywhere besides these 2 ranks. And I've played ranked a while ago, and I stopped at Diamond 3 because I felt it didn't matter anymore. Yeah. But yeah, something else to see is that literally today, someone got to Grandmaster on console, you know, on PlayStation. But they were higher than 90.7% of players. And I was like, GM's only top 10%. That's crazy. So that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That's all I've got for today. But if you want me to cover anything else, just let me know. Keep it beefy, boys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Hello there.